If you're in the country undocumented, you may now have a chance at being released on bond. So today, April 28th, the Second Circuit gave us a circuit split. It said that the interpretation of the Trump administration regarding bond eligibility has been incorrect all along. So, just real quick, for the last 30 years, anybody that entered in the United States undocumented, say through the desert or through the Rio Grande River, if they made it into the United States, into the interior of the United States, then they were no longer seeking admission. Because they're not seeking admission anymore, because they're already inside the United States, then if they're ever apprehended by ICE, they are entitled to a bond hearing and setting a bond. Assuming they're not a danger to the community or criminal history, they should be set at least a 1,500 minimum bond, pay it, and that they can go back home while they wait out their court hearing dates. Now, the Trump administration changed that 30-year interpretation to say that a person who came in through the desert or through the Rio Grande River undocumented will always, forever, be seeking admission. Traditionally, we only treat people seeking admission if we catch them right at the border, right at the line. If we catch them there, they are seeking admission. But again, Trump administration, you're always seeking admission. Okay, so two circuits have already weighed in on this: the Fifth Circuit in Texas and the Eighth Circuit in Missouri. Both of those circuit court decisions said we agree with the Trump administration, and they used this analogy. When you're applying for college, it doesn't matter where you are, you're always seeking admission. So, say you're applying for UCLA, it doesn't matter that you're in Ohio, you're still seeking admission, and that process will be ongoing until you gain some kind of a status at UCLA and you're allowed to attend college. That was their analogy. The Second Circuit today gave its own analogy. They said, no, let's imagine that you are in Yankee Stadium and you entered illegally to Yankee Stadium and you saw the first 6 innings of the baseball game. If you're picked up in the middle of Yankee Stadium, you are not, no one's going to argue that you were seeking admission to Yankee Stadium. You've been there for 6 innings watching the baseball game. You are not seeking admission anymore. You're inside Yankee Stadium. And for that reason, you can't be continuously seeking admission to Yankee Stadium. And that was the logic behind the Second Circuit's decision. Now, at this point, there is a circuit split. The law is being applied differently depending on where you are. If you're in the Second Circuit, like in New York, you will get a bond hearing. If you're in the Fifth Circuit in Texas or Louisiana, you will not get a bond hearing. If you are in Missouri, in the Eighth Circuit, or one of the Eighth Circuit states, also, you will not get a bond hearing. When the law is being applied differently, the Supreme Court weighs in, and that's what's going to happen soon. If you like that content, go to The Migration on Substack. You can read more as a full article that I wrote and the sources. Thanks.